What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Control the Narrative. Second straight happy week. The Blazers just got done beating the Chicago Bulls. Melo put up 25, just moved to 18th on the all-time scoring list. His wife Lalo is there. First game in the W column as a Blazer. Just good vibes all around, really. And I'm bringing on my guy Joey from Jersey to come and just talk it out with me and just kind of, celebrate. So Joey, what's going on, bro?
What's up, my dude? How you feeling?
Yeah, fucking feeling fantastic after that shit. I'm like stumbling over my words and shit because we were just talking a little bit off the camera. Like, we knew this shit was just like a matter of time. But like, real quick, what are your thoughts on tonight's game?
Yo, Matt, I feel like Portland played excellent as a whole team. Like, passing was better. Rebound, Hassan Whiteside came through too.
Yeah.
I just felt everyone played better, and of course, the obvious Melo balled the fuck out. So,
yes, sir. So
that's a good thing to see.
Yeah, hell of a fucking game, hell of a fucking first one. So, Joey, you've obviously been a fan of Melo for a minute, and you're one of the most diehard fans on the platform. I could confidently say. Tell us the story about how you started liking basketball, the NBA, Melo, and just kind of how you've gotten from first liking basketball to where you are right now.
Yeah, for sure. Well, when it came to the NBA, I remember I got this hat when I was real young. It was like a Denver Nuggets hat, and it had the 15 on the back. And I was like, "Yo, what does that 15 represent? Like, where is that number?" So as I was curious, I just did my Googles or whatever. I just see games, and I would see it was Carmelo, obviously. And I just, from that moment, I just liked his style of play. He was young. He was looking like an all-star already from the get-go.
Yep.
He had the braids and all that with the headband. He looked funny at first, but
yeah.
on the court, he wasn't playing around. So I'm like, this guy means business. So that's why I feel like I would start for Carmelo. And
how old were you when you got that hat and all that shit?
Yeah, bro, I was probably like 8, maybe 10.
Respect.
Yeah, bro. It was a gift from my mom, so I gotta thank mama for that shit. Yeah. Word.
So you just followed him when he got traded to the Knicks and all that?
Yeah. After that, I just followed that. Followed to the Knicks. So his whole career, basically, I've been supporting him. For sure. That's my guy.
Yeah. Were you a Knicks fan, or did you like a team, or kind of what was your thought process behind following Melo? Was it just like you liked how he played and that's all you wanted to watch?
I mean, I like Melo. I like his style of play, but originally I'm a fan before they moved to Brooklyn.
Gotcha.
So there would be games in the Prudential Center right here in Newark, and Jason Kidd would be there, and fucking Vince Carter and shit like that, Richard Jefferson, and I'm a Nets fan, but I support the Knicks. I'm a Knicks fan too,
Word. Who do you like more, Knicks or Nets?
I like
putting you on the spot.
No, I like Knicks.
All right, word.
I'd rather support New York right over than Brooklyn,
Good shit.
Yeah.
Okay. So now our guy is in Portland. He's been there for, what's today, Monday, so a little a week and a half, but really he's been with the team for a week. So what are your first thoughts on his tenure with the Blazers so far, this Blazers team, Melo's role in this team, and just all that?
Yeah, good question. Well, the beginning weeks, anything is going to be a little difficult to get in the groove of things. You got to remember, Melo has been out for a year, right, at the league. So,
yeah.
The style of play right now is a little different. Every year is evolving, so you just got to get back to the groove of things. And like anything, it's ups and downs. So, but I see Melo. He's navigating through that. He's doing a good job. So if he keep it up like that, he's not gonna be in no trouble. He'll be fine, man. He can ball with the rest of them, man.
He keeps piecing together half of this game. In the beginning, he was hitting his threes. Then he kind of went 0 for 8 the other game. Then tonight he's hitting his threes. So I feel like it's just about putting a full game together, which I think he did tonight, and just kind of building on that.
Yeah, definitely. He just went to work all around. Like, I feel like also too, if like Melo just doesn't pay attention to what people are saying,
Yeah.
he'll just ball out like unconsciously. But I feel like if he feeds into that, it's gonna affect his game a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
So that's how I feel. But he's on the right road though, so I'm loving it.
So how do you feel about the team?
The team,
Yeah.
he's doing good. I mean, he finally got a win. Because like they should have won other games. Honestly, that's my opinion.
For sure.
Like silly mistakes they cost them the game. But like overall today, the rebound was better, the passing was better, defense was like amazing today.
Yeah.
It was an overnight switch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How important do you think Whiteside is? Because like I've watched the Blazers for 4 games. I don't really know the team like other guys know the team and shit like that. But for me, when I look, I see like Hassan Whiteside as the most important player on the team. He's the team's X factor. So do you agree with that, or do you think it's something else that propels them to wins and losses?
Nah, I do agree with you. I do agree. Whiteside is a big key because like he can get the rebounds, he can defend, he can protect the rim,
Yep.
and so he'll stand right there and take that block. So I feel like he's important, but sometimes I feel he kind of like slacks off a little bit, you know.
100%.
Like someday he just doesn't care. He's not feeling it.
100%.
He got the I don't care attitude, you know.
Yeah.
He came from Miami, so you know.
So I think the record is 6-12 right now, if I'm not mistaken, or 6-11 after tonight. Pretty sure 6-12.
Right.
Do you think they can turn this shit around? And if so, what do you think needs to happen for this team to turn it around? And what do you consider a success for this team at the end of the year?
Turn around. Yeah, I definitely feel it's possible, but they got to be on their A game though. Like if they got to play like this every night, you know, and everyone gets together and plays ball and just they do the right thing. They do the right passes, do the right defense, all that, and like everyone was involved tonight. You saw that.
Yeah.
Everybody was involved. When someone was feeling it, they passed it to them, you know.
Yep.
And the rebound was there. Even Melo was rebounding. Like everyone has to contribute one way or another, you know. You can't just give everything to one guy and expect it to save the shit. You know, that's not how ball works.
Right.
Like at the end of the day, you know.
So you think it's more offensive?
Yeah, definitely offensive. Definitely offensive.
Just sharing the ball and shit?
Yep. Everybody got to get involved. And I feel like another thing too, like when people aren't getting that good look, they should just switch. They should like change their method of playing. Like sometimes Melo can't hit the 3, just go to the post, and get points in the paint real quick. Get that rhythm going.
Yeah.
Rely on that 3, you know. Or if you're not feeling it, pass up a good pass. You know.
Yeah. So Melo did last game. He was 0 for 8 from 3. But he was 5 for 7 from inside the arc, so it's like, you know, kind of that self-awareness to be like, all right, this shit's not falling tonight, let me take it in, or, all right, I'm getting no calls tonight, so let me just pull up from 3 if my shot's feeling it and shit like that. So, yeah, man, I think offensively, I feel like this team is fine. Like, I don't think they have a problem with Lillard or McCollum and Melo. I love how they play. I love their offense, just like free form and just, like you said, whoever's hot, give them the ball and kind of run it through whoever's the hot hand right now. Even if it's Rodney Hood, like Rodney Hood, he looks, he's a hooper, that dude. Like, he could play.
Yeah, tonight he balled out. Balled out. And the thing is, like, it's funny because sometimes he do have his little funny mistakes. Like, I don't know if you see that lob that he threw the other day. It was like on top of the backboard. Like, I don't know. But, I mean, you got to give him credit. He did play good today.
Yeah, man. He's a hooper. And so what do you consider a success for this team at the end of the year?
Success for them?
Yeah. Do you think it's playoffs at this point? Do you think it's second round?
Yo, man, honestly, they could go far in the playoffs.
You think so?
Yeah, they could go far. I could see them go far.
What do you consider far?
I would probably be like maybe second round or something.
Second?
Yeah.
I wouldn't really say that's far, but
maybe even like third, maybe.
Conference finals?
I mean, the West is packed. Like, you never know with the West because it's so stacked. you don't know who's gonna come out victorious. So
Right.
you can't sleep on anybody either, you know. But I mean, of course, I want the Blazers to go to the finals. But who doesn't want Melo to win a ring, bro? Come on.
Of course.
But like I said, I mean, I don't see why they can't go far. They got the talent.
Yeah.
They got all the talent on that squad. And I see the team chemistry is there. So I don't see why.
Yeah, I think especially when they get Nurkic back, they'll look a fucking ton better.
And Zach Collins too.
Zach Collins too. So they got like some big dudes, and Powell was another one, but it looks like he's not coming back. But so you would consider a conference finals a success, or a second round exit, or just making the playoffs, or what's your bottom line? That like
I feel like conference finals, yeah.
Conference finals, anything less than the conference finals is a failure.
I mean, I wouldn't say failure, but like I got high hopes for this team, man.
Yeah, I see that.
I got high hopes because like Dame can ball, CJ can ball,
yeah.
Melo, Ronnie Hill, I don't see why not.
Yeah.
But it's not gonna be easy though. It's not gonna be a walk in the park, that's for sure.
Right. Yeah, I think at the point that they are 6-12 and their season isn't over or anything like that, but their season isn't over or anything like that, but I feel like they have a lot of ground to make up, so I feel like it'll be really tough to get a top 4 seed.
Yeah, for sure.
So for me, I think a success for this team is getting to the second round.
Yeah, sure.
Last year they got to the second round, they beat the Nuggets in 7, I'm pretty sure, and then they got swept in the conference finals. But I think if this team can keep playing how they played tonight, turn their season around, and get to the second round of the playoffs, I think that has to be considered a success. Just, based on everything that they're dealing with now and the whole Nurkic shit and bringing in Melo and everything, I feel like that would be a great season. If Melo could get another series victory in his career, that would be great. So, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like the second round is, like, realistic if things keep trending upwards. I mean, they're 1-5 in their last 6 games, or 1-4 in their last 5. So, like, we might be getting a little carried away with tonight, but, like you said, we saw the potential. We saw what Rodney Hood could do. We saw what Lillard obviously can do. McCollum. We saw what Melo still has left in him tonight. So, yeah, I think that the rest of the season you got to be hopeful. And like you said, there's really no reason to think this team can't make a run in the playoffs.
And like another thing too that I want to add, like this should be like motivation for Melo, because everything he's doing is under a microscope. So like I feel like this is probably his last chance to prove everyone wrong.
Yep. Because
like I said, they watching his every move. So I just want him to silence the haters. That's what I really want, man. Like that's what I really want at the end of the day.
We want him to control his own narrative with this playing court.
That's right.
Yeah, that's good. Yo, like that dude has a fucking chip on his shoulder. You can tell he's trying to dunk it on someone every fucking game so far. He got one to go tonight, which about fucking time. He was like 0 for 3 on like poster dunks, but yeah, man. So you followed Melo his entire career. What are your thoughts on Melo's career, just looking back on it as a whole, from Denver to New York to OKC to Houston to Portland? Like, how could you summarize his career? Because you know that we both love him and we think he's an all-time great player and all that, but it is a little bit of a complicated career and a complicated legacy. So what are your just thoughts on his entire career?
Elite scorer. That's when I think of Melo, I think of a pure scorer. Like he can give it to you any way, Like honestly, 3, the post, the paint, he'll take it in. Like that's what I think of Melo. I think of like offensively talented. He's among the best. Like didn't he pass some guy to Alex? What's his name?
Alex English. Yep.
Yeah, he passed him, right? So now he just climbing up the ladder. Next is gonna be Kevin Garnett.
Yep. I can't wait for that. That's gonna feel real good for me.
I know he's gonna do it. He can do it. So like the proof is in the pudding. Like numbers don't lie. He's in the league for a reason, man. He battled with the best. So that's what I think of his career. I love the memories when he was in the Nuggets, like just yamming on everybody.
Yeah.
In the Knicks too, when he was in his prime. So yeah, for sure. And I was fortunate enough to see him a couple of times at the Garden, and like every time he played, I was baffled because He's just that nice, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. You gotta watch a game.
Yeah. Not like all these other dudes who just read plus minus and like, all right, well, Melo's plus 19 tonight and Lillard was plus 9. I'm just making that Lillard one up, but so that means Melo's a better player than Lillard. Like,
so man, like they act like Melo's a robot and he has to go positive every night. Come on, like there's gonna be some days where it's falling. Yeah. That's a part of the game. It's what you do after the next day. That's what matters. The bounce back.
Yeah.
People are so stuck in the past, reading all this negative about him, and it's like I said, like the social media too, man, it plays a lot of influence on people's heads. They change their opinion about certain things, and like I feel that's not right.
Get brainwashed.
Yeah, exactly, brainwashed. But it's all good. But let them sleep. They'll catch up later.
Let them sleep. You said you went to a couple games at MSG and shit for Melo. Any like special games that you remember where he went off or anything like that?
I went when he was playing against the Pacers when Paul George was still on the Pacers.
In the playoffs or regular season?
Nah, just regular season.
And Melo went off?
Yeah, even on the playoff regular season went off, going in, like treating it as if it's a playoff. And like I said, he just up there for a reason, man. This shit don't happen overnight, He put in the work and you get to see it, so
yeah.
It is what it is, you like it or not.
Yeah.
It is what it is, man. I don't know what to tell you.
So I went stalking on your Twitter a little bit to try to get a nice tweet that I saw of yours from Melo from some time in the past. And I pulled something up that you tweeted this year. And you tweeted that you just left Adam Silver a voicemail regarding Melo. And this was Melo was getting blackballed. And I think like a month or not even 2 months later, Melo was freed. So we need to know, what the fuck did you say to Adam Silver? What voicemail did you leave him?
That's funny, man. I saw that picture on Twitter. It was like Adam. He was giving like a presentation.
Yeah,
and he number in his personal phone, his office phone.
Yeah.
I called both of them shits. And where did I leave him? I'm trying to remember because that was a while ago. I left like a professional ass voice note, like, yo, please bring Carmelo Anthony back to the league. He has a lot to offer. He's still one of the best. He can sell out shows, games, all the arenas, and he bring excitement to the team, to the league. So do me a favor and bring my boy back. some shit like that along the lines.
And it worked.
Yeah, I actually left that shit. And then when I hung up, I'm like, damn, the shit I do for my favorite players.
Wait, so do you think that was the sole reason that the Blazers signed Carmelo?
Sole reason?
Because I think it is. That's what a lot of people on Twitter are talking about. The voicemail that Joey left on Adam Silver's voicemail.
Yo, honestly, like, if you look at it, it probably is, honestly, because I mean, like, I don't know how to say this because a lot of people like a voice, and your platform too. It brings a lot of attention to Melo. So I'm pretty sure we give a message and we gave a movement. So they had no choice but to like at least take a listen,
Right.
But like Carmelo was saying in the YouTube video, he just got a phone call out the blue, and they just offer him like a contract or whatever. So I don't know. It's just funny how life works. So, but like I said, like this it's definitely a movement behind Melo because I seen your some of your tweets go like viral with the jersey.
Yeah.
Come on, like that doesn't bring awareness. I mean, I don't know.
Of course.
Yeah,
that was the whole point behind it. I know you can kind of relate to all that shit. Bro, I've been a fan of Melo for 15 years now, and it's just like, a lot of people thought that he was going to go out after that Rockets thing, and I never told anybody this, and I didn't want to say anything, but I was like starting to lose faith because to me it was just like there were no signs of life, not for Melo, but just like for his situation. There, like after the Nets thing didn't go through, I was like, this is not good. If the Nets aren't getting him a contract and KD and Kyrie were pushing hardcore behind the scenes to get him a deal, I didn't know what was next. I didn't know who else would. But I just felt like, continuing this and like you said, just bringing awareness and just keeping his name alive. So not even convincing a team to sign him, but just, keeping Melo's name alive on social media and shit like that. Just had people thinking about him. So if people thought about him, then, I felt like shit would come around eventually. And yeah, man, it's people like you who kind of helped out with that whole shit. I could be tweeting all those videos and, tweeting out all those stats and shit, but if you guys weren't retweeting it and liking it and, sending it and all that shit, then it wouldn't have meant shit if it was reaching 30 people, so.
For sure, like, I can relate to what you're saying because I was at that point too. I'm like, yo, like, it might be down for Melo, man, like, and I wouldn't really say it to anyone either because
yeah.
it would just look like, how can I say, like, I don't know, like a fool, I guess.
Right.
I wouldn't say anything. I just keep it inside. But like you said, after Houston did that and there was no signs of life at all, so or the Knicks. And I remember after he got like released, I would like Google his name every fucking day to see if any news came out, like on Twitter, on Google, on Instagram, tags and shit to see what would come up.
Yeah.
And the same old shit, and I'd be like, damn, I can't believe this is happening right now, bro.
Right.
Can't believe it's to Melo too. Like, come on. Fuck.
Yeah, and I think that was the most frustrating part. It's like
Yeah.
we knew he could still ball. Like last year, he played 10 fucking games, dude. You can't tell if it's gonna work in 10 games. So to see that
shout
shit
out to Portland for giving Melo like
Yeah.
another chance, man. Like that's a real organization.
for real, major props. That I feel like we'll always have a place in our hearts for Portland for doing.
Hell
this, so.
yeah, hell yeah. Like what they did that was a real move. Like and like another thing too, his so-called brothers, LeBron and Chris Paul. Where were they at? You call me your brother, but I mean you don't really do anything about it. Like, and I'm not expecting you to get me signed, but it doesn't hurt you or cost you to say, hey, I think we can use Melo on the bench, or taking in serious consideration from my guy Melo. It doesn't hurt to say that.
Preaching, fucking preaching. Bro.
For real, like I just saw LeBron the other day. One reporter asked him, "How you feel about Melo, getting back in the league?" I feel happy for him, but he said that shit like so, like emotionless. He didn't not even crack a smile.
He's fake.
That's your brother? I don't
fake.
know, man. That's what I noticed. Maybe I could be tripping. I don't know.
I think he's fake too. They have 4 players on their roster going into free agency, and you're telling me LeBron couldn't get Melo one of the 5, 6, or 7 rotation spots, not even a roster spot, a rotation spot on that team. So,
or at least hook get a workout going.
I was gonna say, or a tryout or some shit.
And then it's up to Melo at that point.
Right.
Then you can say, yo, I did my best. It didn't work out. Then that's that. But like, I don't know, man. I didn't like that at all.
Yeah.
I'm glad Melo on Portland now. CJ and Dame are like real dudes. You can tell they're real genuine dudes, and they want to see him ball. And they whenever Melo make a mistake, they're not on his ass. They supporting him, encouraging him. You see a little pulse on the bench, like between halftime and shit. So I like seeing that,
Joey, we keep going back to this, but you followed Melo throughout his career like I did.
Yeah.
So we play a little game here called Start Bench Cut, where you start one player, bench one player, and you cut one player.
All right.
And that's just up to you. So we're gonna go with a couple of Melo's teammates.
All right.
1, Knicks J.R. Smith.
Knicks J.R.
2,
Smith.
Nuggets AI. And 3, Houston CP3. So if you had to start one of them, cut one of them, and bench one of them, how would you do it?
I'll start Knicks J.R.
Okay.
Yeah, he was beast. Knicks. Cut and bench. You said right?
Yeah.
Okay, I would bench. I would cut AI and bench CP. Maybe.
Wow. Wait. All right. So give me the reasoning behind that.
I mean, AI was kind of like he's kind of losing a little bit in Denver. That's just how I feel. But I love AI though.
Yeah.
Don't get twisted.
So you would take Houston CP3 over Nuggets AI? That's a hot take, yo. You're gonna get some reactions on Twitter and Instagram when this clip airs. You rethinking it now?
Yeah, I'm thinking.
I mean, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. It's just.
Yeah, I'll probably take CP or I mean, like if you would have said Philly AI,
yeah,
then that's a different story.
Of course.
I would take Philly all day, but I mean, like I said, Denver Allen He was different, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take CP.
All right, fair enough. So, Joey, we're nearing the end of this right now. And at the end, we always give our guests some time to control the narrative about whatever it is that they want to control the narrative about, whether it's Carmelo Anthony or the 2012-2013 Knicks team or peanut butter and jelly. What do you want to control the narrative about?
Just put respect on my guy Melo's name. That's it. Like, he in the league now. I want to hear what people say tomorrow after dropping 25. I want to hear what they say. Like, what else are you gonna say? Are you gonna like pick? Why is he not wearing red shoes instead of black shoes? Like silly shit like that. Like, I just want to see what the excuses are now, and I'm gonna tune in to ESPN, and I want to see what their reactions are, especially like all the naysayers. So, because over this whole year, right, they've just been bashing on Melo, nothing but bash.
Yep.
So now that it's come full circle, tables have turned. Now what's the problem? What's the excuse? He can clearly start, or he can come off the bench, either or, and he's still gonna go to work. So, like, I feel like you guys owe an apology to Melo, low key. Like, you should come up there. You should like invite Melo and say, "Hey, listen, like, I know we did bad about you, and we said bad about you, but we're here to compliment you now." You know, like, look at Dwight Howard. They were kind of bashing on him.
Yep.
Not everyone's like for being the key player or whatever on defense and shit like that. So,
Right.
give Melo the same treatment, you know.
So you're just wondering what the excuse is now, because last year was, oh, he's washed, or, he can't accept a bench role when he did that, and now you're like, all right, now he's back in the league, he's starting,
Right.
He's looking good, so now, what else is there to say?
Right, exactly. That's what I'm curious about.
Right.
Because you're just lying and you making up stuff. So, like, we're gonna call you out on that, and platforms like this, we're just gonna keep going, it ain't stopping.
Yeah. Facts, bro.
Word, yo.
Facts. All right, man. Well, we reached the end of this shit, so just wanted to say thanks for hopping on and appreciate your time, bro. If you want to plug your Twitter, Instagram, so everyone could kind of, hit you up and just kind of network with other Melo fans. What's your Twitter? What's your Instagram?
Yeah, for sure. My Twitter is JoeyJesuss, JeSuss, 2 S's. Instagram is @JoeyYerr. So you can reach me on both. I'll get back to anybody regarding Melo. Like, I'll talk about Melo all day, What we here for.
Word, bro. Well, appreciate your time, dude.
Word, I appreciate you, bro.
All right, stay Melo, baby.
All right, always, bro.
Later.
Already.